it all day. Shooting threes, hit the gym, then slay. From the field to the court, we make them say. Pretty fierce, tough chicks lead the way, hooray.
Welcome back to Locker Talk. The confetti on live on Instagram is so funny to me. I don't know why, but welcome back to Locker Talk. Yeah, let me move my mic out the way. Let me move my mic out the way. Do you? Yeah. Y'all probably is not used to people doing it. Let me move my mic back so I can hear what I gotta say. I don't know if y'all used to people just being on live having fun. I don't know. This year I told myself we're gonna have fun while we do whatever what we doing. Okay? So like I said, welcome back to Locker Talk. If you don't know who I am already, I am Pretty Girl Des with Pretty Girls of Sports. And if you're seeing me straight ahead, then you are on YouTube seeing the full thing in the 16:9. And if you're over here and I keep looking over here, hello, you are on Instagram and or seeing parts of this on TikTok. I always upload the whole thing on TikTok and nobody ever watches the whole 30 minutes of the show. So I don't even know why I do the greeting for that, but whatever. I did try to do a little live on TikTok. So the thing about TikTok that I've learned is that I can't, there's just certain things about Instagram Live that I like better than TikTok Live. And I wish they just made it cohesive. It's looking cohesive anyway. I mean, ciao, whatever. But we are going in. The men have already started making their way for the Final Four. The women have now secured their Elite Eight. So I just felt like it was a great time to just get on in here and just talk a little bit more about what we got going on. Okay? My Lady Vols, they did lose to Texas, but I said in my previous video that Texas has been good. And this is kind of their I don't want to say their comeback tour because they did really good in the tournament last year, but didn't make it all the way. So I feel like Texas is just one of those schools who've always been good at basketball. The women, in my opinion, are carrying the school right now. Just my opinion. Okay? Because they're doing what needs to be done, especially for women's basketball. And y'all know I love me some Coach Carter. I love her fashion. I love how she's unapologetically her. I just love everything about her. And if I could just one day just tell her that to her face, I would love to do that. And yeah, I'm a little fan. So what? Okay? Because the greatness that's come from Tennessee. Huh? Candace Parker, Pat Summitt, Peyton Manning, Andrea Carter. There's so many people. There's so many people. Okay? All right. But yeah, so let's get into, we always talk about the bracket a little bit. Okay, so as they go bracket, as y'all know, a bracket's behind me here. It's so different on both these things. So brackets behind me. I haven't even filled this one out yet. They are down to the Final Four. And I'm still stuck on the pool of 32. Okay? We're going to get it together. It's just that I feel like this year the dates are just so, they're so extremely entwined. I'm just all over the place because how did we get to getting them into the Final Four already? Okay, I wasn't ready. I feel like I missed I missed the episode or something because I'm like, wait a second. I just was talking about how the 4 schools that were still left in it that was double dancing. And I said that Duke was going to be one of the schools that continued to double dance. And I was right. I do just want to say that. I was going to take my clip from before, but I just forgot and I'm here now. So like I said, I knew and I felt like Duke would be one of those schools that were going to double dance. Actually, I don't even know if they won. They right now are playing Alabama. So if you're seeing this episode after, then you already know. But I'm going to check the score. That's the one thing I do like about doing this on my computer with the regular stuff is that I can search and do what I need to do. Okay, so Duke right now is winning 69-58. So So, like I said, though, but they're now fighting for a spot to getting to the Final Four. But they already made it into the Sweet 16. It was dancing. Made it to the Elite Eight. It was dancing. So, like I said, Duke was one of those schools where I felt like the women are looking good, right? I think they're gonna have some trouble with South Carolina though. But South Carolina has to show up and play a lot better than they did playing against Maryland. I don't know what that little kryptonite was over there, but they figured it out. They won the game, and that's what really matters. That's what matters. Okay, so South Carolina won, and that's what matters. Okay, all right. And yes, I root for South Carolina. I know that they're in the SEC as well, but I love head coach John Staley. Y'all been new day, so don't ask me questions. Okay, don't come in my DM asking me stupid questions, okay? Just like some of y'all have like 4 NFL teams, 4 NBA teams, because you like certain people on certain teams. If there was one team that can make it a dream team, then that'd be something completely different. And at that point, it's like, I don't need to go anywhere. I don't need to go anywhere, right? Okay, anyway. So where were we at? The Elite Eight for the men was Auburn, Michigan State, Florida, and Texas Tech. Now, I was rooting for Arkansas because Arkansas would have been a Cinderella story had they made it into the Elite Eight, but Texas Tech did their big one, and they came back after being down, and then they went into overtime, and then they won at the last minute in overtime. So I think that the Arkansas coach over there, if I don't think he would get fired, at least it hasn't come out yet, but he definitely needs to do some adjusting because there was no reason why you were leading and then you lost. So that's just that. I was rooting for them. Like I said, that would have been the Cinderella story of it all. But y'all know from the very beginning of my lives, I've been saying that I had, and again, love my Vols, but I've been saying that Florida was looking like the best overall team to go ahead and win the national championship. I'm not a hater. I recognize talent when I see it. And y'all already know that's my job. That's my job here. It's my job to tell you the most accurate information that I have at the time. So looking at the analytics of it all, Florida looks like the best team. Period. I said what I had to say. Okay. Boop, 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 choo. Okay. Now, Florida did beat Texas Tech, and I was rooting for that because, like I said, Arkansas would have been a Cinderella story, but they didn't make it. So I was rooting for Florida, and Florida won. The skin of their teeth, I would say, even though they came back and had a good run in the last 2 minutes of the game, but they were down in the last 3 minutes of the game. I remember very vividly getting the ESPN alerts. They was like, Florida down. The Gators are being bitten right now. And then they chomped back. So, okay. So Florida is advancing to the Final Four. Okay. And then, like I said, Duke and Alabama. Looks like Duke is going to go again. If so, that was on my bracket anyway. And then you have Houston playing Tennessee tomorrow. Or it'll probably be today when you see it. But Houston is playing Tennessee. That's going to be a very tight game. I feel like both these teams are as good as each other in their own way. They got shooters on their side. They got the bigs. But we got ZZ. Let me not say I'm supposed to be objective here. Tennessee has Ziegler and Lanier, and if they step up big time like they did against Kentucky, when it really mattered, when it really counted, then I could see Tennessee edging out. Tennessee right now is chasing getting to the Final Four because they are one of the only schools who have made it, into the March Madness tournament, into the Sweet 16, into the Elite Eight, but they have not made a Final Four appearance. So they are chasing that Final Four appearance. And of course, they have a big backing behind them. The whole shaboop and crew is behind them. So it's literally just how they show up Houston's beatable. From what I watched last night, Houston's beatable. I got to see how Purdue was handling Houston. So if they watch film and they take notes and they do what they're supposed to do, I think that Tennessee could get their first appearance in the Final Four. And wow, would that not be something to shut up the noise, to silence the noise? You know? But again, it has to be very strategic. I think that, and I'm rooting for Auburn too, because I need to keep my bracket together. I need to keep my bracket together. Okay, so I'm hoping that they don't let me down. But they had a pretty good game. I think that game was good against Michigan. I think that they weren't expecting Michigan to give them as much heat as they did, but they did, and that was great for them. They need to be challenged. You know, some of the in my opinion, the best teams, you know that they're the best teams when they face a challenge and they come back to win, right? Speaking of facing a challenge, like I said before, my other episode, JuJu is out for USC. So USC had to essentially fill her shoes, and they played K-State. Very tight game, very back and forth. I have to give it to K-State because K-State showed up and said, we are here to fight. We are not just going to let you beat up on us. You will not whip our tail. We don't care if we're the number 5th seed or not. We've come to play. Kept the game tight. You know, they being down by 1 point and then tying up the game. I don't know why that was hard for me to say. Tying up the game. So K-State really showed up and showed they played one heck of a game. So they have something to be proud of, something to really hang their hats on because they really did the best that they could. And I think that USC is going to have a problem. They're going to have a problem. Excuse me. Against that UConn team. They're going to have a problem. Paige put up 40 points. 40. Do you hear me? 40 points. She put up 40 points. First time ever in an NCAA women's basketball tournament. So I obviously know they're not going to sleep on her going into the next game. But they need to be wide awake already. She's balling. So many people are talking about Hailey Van Lith. Great for her in TCU, but we really need to be talking about Paige. I don't know if people talking about Paige. Paige is that girl. Okay? Paige is like that. Paige, when I say she don't come to play, she don't come to play. She comes to dominate. Healthy Paige? Watch out. She did say that she's going to be entering for the WNBA draft. I felt like that was coming anyway. So that's super exciting. She's trying to take it out on a high note, like as high as she can go, obviously with winning a national championship. But you know, UConn has won it so many times. We want somebody else. But no, I think that'll be amazing. Even if they just get to, they got some really great teams to beat though. But even if they just get to the final 2 and get there to where they are playing for the national championship, like that's just different. So kudos to Paige and her team. Kudos to USC sticking it out, fighting it out, hard battle against K-State, and then they will be playing each other. So they're going to have another hard battle. And it's going to be a little harder to me because UConn is just an overall better team in general. But like I said, K-State played a tough game, so kind of set them up to have that level. Like, y'all going to have to elevate y'all playing skills to the next level because JuJu is not on the court. It's not on the court. When JuJu was in, I did have USC beating UConn. But now that the tables have turned a little bit, fricker, GJ style, I think UConn may take that one out. I think UConn will take that. And they're going to make it into the Final Four. That's just my prediction. And if I'm wrong, we will play this video. And if I'm right, we'll play this little clip of the video again. So there's that. Moving on, LSU is having their rematch with UCLA. And I seen a clip with Laura Betts. I love her. I mean, I do. I don't, I just think that she's a great big. And it had a video where she was like, I'm tired and everything. And it's like, y'all, they're gonna be tired. It's okay for them to be tired. They just caught her saying it on camera. I'm pretty sure other girls, other athletes that are in this tournament are tired too. So I think that we were hanging our hats a little too much on that. However, though, LSU is not the team to be tired against. I'm just saying. Okay? LSU is LSU. LSU have been a great basketball team as we know it. They've been top tier. Okay? So get it together. I think UCLA needs to rotate their roster a little bit, help Laura get going what she got going on so she won't be as tired. Because guarantee Kim is not coming to play. Kim don't come to play. That's tourney Kim. She don't come to play. And you better guarantee Laura's going to have her hands full. Okay? Flage, he said, I seen an interview with her too where she was talking about Laura Betts and saying how she's a really great player. And she was just saying like she was so excited when she was able to block her shot and everything. So it's like, listen, okay, that same energy is going to be continuing. So I think that Laura needs to get some sleep. She needs to get some rest. Give her an IV pack. Give her a liquid IV. Give her some Pedialyte, some extra Gatorade, a B12 supplement, and let her carry on. Baby, this is the tournament. It's March. You got to be tired in May. Because the tournament continues into April if you make it that far. So you got to be tired in May. You can't be tired right now. You got to be tired in May. You can relax in May, baby. I'm really not even then if you're going to the WPA, but relax a little bit in May. Not right now. Okay? But we're going to see how that goes. South Carolina and Duke, I've already kind of spoke on that already. I think that South Carolina just has to just lock in a little bit. Just lock in a little bit. I seen something that, Plies was saying about how he needs to, not be making TikToks and everything. And the Raven was like, if all we do was focus on basketball, we're going to be stressed and things like that. And I get it. I just think they do just need to lock in. Just lock the heck on in. Okay? You lock in. Okay? Same thing I said to Laura. Y'all can rest. Y'all can rest in May or whatever y'all going to do. But just lock in now. Because that Duke team is good. Okay? I done said it 4 times already. The Duke team is good. Okay? And we know that you can beat them. We know that South Carolina can beat them. We know that South Carolina can beat them. Without a doubt. It's not a question. They just got to lock in. I think when they come already locked in, it's a whole different South Carolina team. Whole different ball game. The playing style is different. For Wiley is this faux mother-loving Wally, okay? I loved seeing her play. Her grit, her passion, her speed, her athleticism. Like, oh my God, I'm just so in love with her. I'm so in love with her. So I'm excited about that game. I'm excited to see her play. We need Raven to lock in and be the Raven that we know. But again, this is a long season for all of them. So I understand them needing to relax some time and being a little tired and sometimes some of that fatigue and everything. But you're going for the natty. You gotta lock in. You gotta be focused. You gotta be polished, and they're gonna do it. They're gonna do what needs to be done. Now, that Texas team against TCU, I think that's probably gonna be the best game out of all of them, in my opinion. Only because we got the Hailey Van Lith fans and the peoples, and I'm not a hater by any means necessary. She is the only player who has been on teams that have made it into the tournament, has made it far, whether it's the Elite Eight, the Final Four, whatever. She's been with Louisville in the ACC. She's been with LSU in the SEC, and now she's with TCU, and I believe it's Big Ten. Big Ten. Let me make sure. Gotta make sure I'm saying the right stuff. I think it's Big Ten now. This is what I should have been full live because I would have had them on here already. It's right here. Big Ten, right? Oh, Big 12. She's in the Big 12. Okay. So again, Louisville, ACC, LSU, SEC, and now she's in the Big 12 with TCU. And obviously she's TCU's star, rightfully so. I do feel like there's a lot of, oh, her haters and her naysayers were saying that she wasn't this and she couldn't do that and da-da-da and woo-doo-doo. It's a lot of just that, and I feel like it's creating a narrative that personally I haven't seen from my aspect. I do know that when she was at LSU, she wasn't as big of a factor because she was on the team with Angel Reese, Flage, and everybody else that was on the team. LSU has been stacked for quite some time. She chose to transfer to LSU, and then she chose to leave LSU, right? So it's not like she got kicked off or whatever. And I granted they said that she wasn't playing her actual position when she was at LSU, and okay, got it. But why is it the haters said that she couldn't ball? The haters say she couldn't do. I personally never said that. They always said that she was a great athlete, a great player, and that her leaving probably was the best thing for her so that she could go and play the position that she was the best at, be the best player that she can be, and still grow and get better at her craft. And that's what I think that she's done at TCU. Yes, she's carried that program. The same way that I saw and I know that JuJu was carrying USC. So she's carrying TCU, rightfully so. She's the it girl on that team. But I wouldn't say that the haters didn't want to see her succeed. I just wouldn't say that. Or maybe I could just speak for myself. I never seen that as an issue or problem or concern. I thought that she was going to do great going to TCU. I thought that she could have developed and played even more and even better at LSU. I think that would have been a huge challenge for her. But maybe she didn't need the challenge as she has now been at TCU and has been successful. So no matter what, though, on each team that she's been on, the team has been successful. Whether it's her leading them to success, her adding to the success, or her being the most successful best player that she can be. So I don't want to take away from any of that. So going against that Texas team is going to be a tough battle because those girls over there can ball. They can ball. They got some of the best coaching staff. They have some of the best players over there. They can ball. So I do think it's going to be a slight adjustment because they were playing Notre Dame. Now, we've seen that Notre Dame was beatable during the regular season. I did think that Notre Dame could have pulled one out to win. Unfortunately, that's not just what happened. And that's okay. It happens, right? But Texas is going to be a way harder team to beat than Notre Dame. So I do want to see how that dynamic change. I do want to see how they utilize their roster as well with Van Lith to really see and really get a gauge and a point on how they're going to handle that game. Obviously, Texas is going to do their best to make sure that Hailey Van Lith is not shooting the 3. Okay, they're going to do their very best to do that, and I think they have the players, and they are well equipped to do just that. So I think that's probably going to be the best game because I think they're all going to be competitive games. They're all going to be super duper competitive, but I feel like this game is just going to be a little bit more scrutinized and a little bit more competitive, especially as like Texas and Texas. Like, I mean, you get what I'm saying. Okay, but that's that. So lots of things that we have covered, lots of updates going on. I did give updates about the new head coach for Auburn. I gave updates about the retirement from Alabama State for the women. I forgot to mention, since we're here and since I got my Vols shirt on, Candace Parker is getting her jersey retired with the Los Angeles Sparks. And this is so amazing. What an honor. I love that lady. So congratulations to Candace Parker. She will have her jersey retired, and I can't wait to see the retirement ceremony. I can't wait to see how that goes and everything. Well deserved, obviously. Like, she's had an amazing career. I love seeing her being an analyst with basketball now. I just love turning on the TV, and I'm like, wow, Candace Parker is up there. Like, wow, this woman that I have always just had a fond of respect and just being super fond of, period. A woman that, she's a little lighter than me, but looks like me when it comes to wearing the braids and just being authentically herself is on the TV screen. And it's like, wow, this is just so amazing to me. And I'm just like in awe. And I'm just so happy, like seeing one of your favorite players have such the elite career that she's had is just nothing that I could say that could actually just, take and top that. I need the Vols to win. I mean, the ladies didn't win, obviously, but we need the men to win to keep at this stuff in awe feeling that I have. But yeah, super duper update. I totally forgot to mention that on the last episode. But I'm going to wrap it up. I just wanted to get on here and touch bases with the March Madness stuff as I've been doing, and I've been saying to y'all what I thought, and so far my thoughts have been on par. Okay, so make sure if you like this content, you like these videos, be sure to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Instagram and TikTok, and be a part of the crew, be a part of the winner circle. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I will see y'all on the next one when we are talking about our final four. Okay, bye now.